When you hear the word nothing, it might sound strange at first, but in the world of consumer tech, nothing has become one of the most recognizable new names. The company, founded by Carl Pei, has only been around for a few years, yet has already managed to build a reputation that most startups could only dream of. Their promise is simple but powerful. Make technology that looks different, feels different, and dares to stand out. From the start, Nothing's mission has been built around transparency, both in a literal sense and in a philosophical one. Literally, because their products, like the Nothing Ear 1 and the Nothing Phone 1, have clear casings that let you peek inside the hardware. Philosophically, because their branding screams honesty, openness, and rebellion against boring, cookie-cutter tech. It's this double meaning that makes the company fascinating. They don't just make gadgets. They make statements. Now, Nothing is venturing into a new territory. They're going head-to-head with the giants of the audio industry with their first full-size over-ear headphones, the Nothing Headphones 1. This is not a small step. It's a leap, because unlike wireless earbuds, which are everywhere and often impulse purchases, over-ear headphones sit in a different league. They're bigger, bolder, and usually far more expensive. They're also seen as serious tools for serious listeners. By entering this segment, Nothing isn't just testing the waters. They're diving straight into the deep end. So what makes these headphones special? Let's break it down step by step. The first thing that strikes you when you see the Nothing Headphones 1 is the design. They don't look like typical headphones. They don't even try to. Where most brands go for round or oval ear cups, Nothing has chosen a squared-off shape with softened edges. It's not boxy. It's not circular. It's somewhere in between, and that alone makes it instantly recognizable. At first glance, it might remind you of retro cassette players, with a design language that feels nostalgic yet futuristic at the same time. And then there's the transparency. Once again, Nothing has stayed true to its identity. You can see screws, sensors, and inner components through the casing. It's like wearing a piece of tech art on your head. Instead of hiding the machinery behind glossy plastic, Nothing embraces it, showing you the raw beauty of what makes the product work. This is important because design isn't just about looks. It's about identity. And Nothing is telling the world, we're not here to blend in. We're here to stand out. More than aesthetic value. Of course, design without purpose can feel empty. So the big question is, does this squared, transparent style actually serve a function? Surprisingly, the answer seems to be yes. The squared ear cups create more internal space compared to traditional oval ones. This extra space allows the drivers to move air more efficiently, which can improve sound quality. A driver that has room to breathe produces deeper bass, cleaner mids, and less distortion at higher volumes. And when it comes to active noise cancellation, the larger cavity might also help. Noise cancellation relies on capturing external sound through microphones and then generating sound waves to cancel it out. A slightly bigger chamber can give those sound waves more space to interact, potentially making the ANC stronger and more effective. So in classic Nothing style, the design is both bold and functional. It looks futuristic, but it also has real engineering benefits. Connectivity without compromise. In today's world, people demand flexibility. Some want the convenience of wireless listening. Others want the purity of wired sound. Many want both, and Nothing seems to have understood that. The Nothing Headphones 1 are rumored to support USB-C for digital audio. This means you can plug them into a laptop, tablet, or even a phone and enjoy lossless, high-quality sound. For many, that's already a huge win. But there's more. Unlike most premium headphones, which have dropped the port altogether, these might also feature a 3.5mm headphone jack. That's a small detail, but it's a huge deal for audiophiles and professionals. It means no latency, no compression, just pure analog sound straight into your ears. And of course, wireless playback is standard. Expect Bluetooth 5.x with advanced codecs like LDAC or LHDC, which are capable of transmitting high-resolution audio without massive quality loss. With this combination, Nothing is essentially saying, It doesn't matter how you listen, we've got you covered. This kind of versatility is rare in the premium headphone world. It's one of those features that can make a product appeal to a wider audience. Comfort and build philosophy. Now, let's move on to comfort. Headphones aren't just about sound. They're about how they feel when you wear them for hours. The headband design here is interesting. It doesn't look overly padded, which might worry some people at first. But the padding seems dense and intentional, designed for even weight distribution. Instead of adding bulk, nothing seems to be focusing on balance, making sure the headphones feel light on the head without sacrificing durability. One notable choice is the lack of folding hinges. Most premium headphones fold inward to make them more portable. But folding hinges also introduce weak points that can break over time. By skipping them, nothing may have created a more rigid and durable frame. This makes the headphones feel solid and dependable, built to last. That said, the ear cups may still rotate flat, which helps with portability. You can lay them in a bag or slip them into a case without too much trouble. It's a compromise that favors durability over compactness, and for many users, that's actually a smart trade-off. The controls that matter. Another fascinating aspect is the control scheme. While most modern headphones are chasing touch panels and gesture controls, nothing is going back to basics with mechanical buttons and sliders. Why does this matter? Because when you're on a train or in a crowded place, touch panels can be frustrating. They misread swipes. They get confused by raindrops. They often feel like more of a gimmick than a feature. Physical buttons, on the other hand, are reliable. You press a button, it works. You slide a control, it responds instantly. And if nothing designs these controls cleverly, with multi-function inputs like sliding for volume or pressing for playback, they could give users the best of both worlds, tactile confidence and versatile functionality. It's a small detail, but makes a big difference in everyday use. Sound that competes with the best. Of course, everything we've covered so far, design, build, controls, means nothing without great sound. And here's where nothing seems to be aiming high. Reports suggest that they've partnered with a respected British audio brand, known among audiophiles for precision and detail. This partnership alone adds weight to nothing's promise. It suggests that the headphones, one, are not just eye candy but serious contenders in the premium audio market. Their goal is ambitious: to compete directly with the Apple AirPods Max. Apple's headphones are praised for their rich, detailed sound and powerful ANC. But they come with a luxury price tag that keeps many people away. Nothing seems to be targeting that same premium experience at a more accessible price point. If they could deliver 90% of the AirPods Max experience for significantly less money, they won't just attract fans, they'll disrupt the market. The price point. So how much will these headphones cost? Leaks suggest a price of around $399 in the US, €299 in Europe, and £299 in the UK. That puts them firmly in the premium category, but not at the ultra-luxury level of Apple. This positions them against the Sony WH-1000 XM5 and the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra, two of the most respected headphones on the market. Both are priced in a similar range and dominate the premium audio space. By entering this territory, nothing is showing confidence. They're not afraid to go toe-to-toe with the best. And let's be clear, this isn't about being cheap. It's about offering value. If nothing can provide the same or better sound, with a bold design at a slightly lower price, they could carve out a significant niche. Why it all matters. The headphone market is crowded. Every brand seems to have its own version of noise-canceling cans. From Beats to Bose to Sony, the choices are endless. And yet, very few truly stand out. Most follow the same design rules, the same feature sets, and the same black-on-black aesthetic. The Nothing headphones, one, break that mold. They don't just look different. They're different. The transparent design sparks curiosity. The squared ear cups signal boldness. The rumored audio partnership adds credibility. And the pricing strategy shows smart positioning. If Nothing pulls this off, these headphones could do more than compete. They could redefine how people think about tech design, just like the Nothing Phone 1 did in the smartphone space. Wrapping up Section 1. So what do we have so far? We have a brand that thrives on standing out. We have a product that looks like nothing else on the market. We have design choices that are not just bold, but functional. We have a connectivity setup that covers every possible user need. We have a build philosophy that favors durability over gimmicks. We have tactile controls that make sense in the real world. We have a credible partnership that promises serious sound quality. And finally, we have a price point that positions these headphones as a true competitor to the very best. That's the story of the Nothing Headphones. 1. So far. Bold design, practical features, premium ambitions. But here's the real question. Will they live up to the hype? Will the sound quality match the looks? Can they really compete with Sony, Bose, and Apple in real-world performance? That's exactly what we'll dive into in Section 2, where we'll explore the sound experience, the ANC performance, the ecosystem integration, and the bigger picture of what these headphones could mean for the future of Nothing as a brand. So stick around. The story isn't over yet.